Hi guys, it's Sydney again. Last week I talked about fast fashion and the impact that it has on the environment. And this week I just wanted to give you some more personal insight on how I have tried to approach this issue on my campus. So basically I am an intern with the sustainability office on my college campus at Dartmouth. And last fall we started thinking of projects that we could possibly pursue. And one big problem we noticed was that at the end of each term, there are truckloads of clothes that go to the landfill from students who leave clothes behind in their dorms. And so I proposed having a pop-up thrift store, which my sustainability office was very enthusiastic about. So we had a group of students who were passionate about this topic, and we worked on designing and organizing how we would go about implementing the thrift store. So one of the big things we had to do was find a place to have it, and a key part to our success was finding a place that was highly foot trafficked, so where a lot of students would just pass by, because as students we have a busy lifestyle, so if people can just walk by and quickly pop in and see the thrift store, then they'll be more likely to come than if they actually had to go out of their way to attend. So finding a place to have it and finding a group of passionate people were definitely key to, I think, the overall success of the thrift store. But then there was also factors such as advertising that I didn't anticipate to be as important as they were. So the first time we didn't advertise as much as we could have, and the second time we did it this past term, we sent out a lot more emails and put up a lot more flyers and posters to kind of entice people to come, because a huge amount of the feedback that we got related to the fact that students didn't know that the thrift store was happening, but were very interested. So I think that advertising is definitely a key part. And then at the thrift store we allowed both donations and vendors. So people could either donate clothes for free that they didn't want, or students could come and sell their clothes. And that ended up being a really popular option, because as college students, a lot of us don't want to just give away our clothes for free and would rather make a little bit of money, especially if they paid a lot of money for their clothes. So students would just come and set up little booths, and they would have their Venmo or they would accept cash, and then other students would come and just interact with those vendors. And then the donations, we as sustainability office interns dealt with pricing and selling those, which the money was then given back to the sustainability office. And I think this worked out really well, because the donations provided a really cheap option for students, so it made it more accessible. And then the vendors provided a little bit more of a higher end option. So I think that having both was really important and allowed for a greater variety of students to both sell and shop. And overall, this experience I think went really well. It allowed students to come and get rid of clothes that they no longer wanted, while also either making money or just freeing up space if they donated clothing. And it really, I think, impacted the amount of waste that was generated at the end of the term, with students having to just throw away their clothes. And it also reduced the amount of online shopping that students would do, especially for if they needed like one-time purchases, like something cheap that they needed to wear for, let's say, like a party or a specific event. It definitely reduced the need for that and for online shopping. And so overall, I think that this was a really successful project, and something that I really encourage other students to think about, and how they could pursue this on their campus or in their lives as well.